Let's see. Now it's back on. They had it on. The shot clock to our right had it on. It went off. Now it's back on again.
They got it both now. It looks like they're organized.
Yeah, we're all set.
It may be the cold weather, huh?
Well, they're used to it.
No, the clocks aren't, though. The fans are. And what a turnout tonight. I mean, this is just a special place to come into.
No doubt about it. I mean, the kids have, school has been adjourned for the semester. We still got a great crowd here.
There's almost 20,000 people amassed.
And they would say, it's a small crowd for us.
I mean, I guess the high 20s years ago, Georgetown, St. John's.
All the time.
And there were orange in those days, too. Oranges being thrown, if you recall.
Yes, indeed. Remember ducking off in 6-5 Syracuse. 4 minutes and change in here, first half.
Now the subtle offense. Here's a little stagger screen, a circle play. First for Shumpert.
Ooh, tough shot there, off balance. And one of the reasons why we got a big crowd tonight too is that season ticket holders can bring a pound for just $5.
Pretty good deal.
That'll work. One thing you'll note tonight about Tennessee: deep bench, very productive bench. Woods misses there. Williams rebounds.
Williams is very confident handling the ball and pulling up like this, Dave. I mean, that would shock some people, but he can drill it.
How about Slay, the big guy, bringing it down with a vengeance. Nice pass. Victor goes up and draws up a foul. And whoa, what a start there by Ron Slay.
I tell you, Slay comes with some excitement, some energy. I mean, he has a dynamic within him. Now look at the big fella distributing, handling. Just blowing by people. And how about the potential assist, too?
That's right. I think Mr. Victor will hear about that one.
He should have finished. Killed him. Killed his numbers.
Victor makes the second of 2. 1 for 2 on that trip, so a tie ball game here at 6 apiece.
Now McNeil on the floor now, number 34. In one of the tapes, Dave, he went in, he had the uniform reversed. They had to change it. He had his name on the front and Syracuse on the back. Pretty.
Damone Brown, it won't fall for him. Rolled around the rim. Slay in a hurry to Harris.
Got to keep Harris on the perimeter. Nice post pass.
Wasn't it inside? It missed the bunny inside, and that was typical of their evening Tuesday night.
Could be Victor
against Virginia.
Could be Victor. They bang the glass. Syracuse got to keep bodies off in the zone. Sometimes it's difficult to identify.
6-6 ball game here at Syracuse, and Vincent Yarborough riding some pine right now early on here in Syracuse. Ago, the Volunteers were in New Jersey, and they didn't exactly bring their full package of effort and performance.
At the beginning of the game, they had 4 trips, 4 turnovers, 4 to the first 5. I mean, that's just not good basketball. Now you take those open looks. Yeah, they really weren't as aggressive. And I think this team is on their game when they get after them defensively. Look at those numbers. Wow. 19 turnovers and a rebound margin, but Virginia is good, folks.
Indeed. Good ball club. And Tennessee struggled from long range the last 2 games, 11 of 35 beyond the arc, and they've been out-rebounded their last 4 games. So they got a lot of tightening up to do.
Flare screen to the open side.
Preston Shumpert, Williams, Griffin, Damone Brown setting the pick.
Good job defensively containing the penetration, Dave.
Damone Brown drives on Victor. Victor's got 4 boards off the bench already, and there's another one. Loose Karam taken down, and then Shumpert steals. They battle for it. Wow. And a tie-up.
Now, that's one of those plays, if you're Tennessee, you want the foul.
Yeah.
There was some bagging, but that's the aggressive style of play. Probably typical of Big East basketball, too.
Absolutely.
They let you know, you got your initials. Here's a little swipe. There's another one. Give him another one.
Give him a good bump there.
And Victor, good hustle and the presence to control that ball.
Possession arrow favors Volunteers. Hathaway's going to come in at the next dead ball. Slay. Higgins able to run it down.
Dave, that was that short corner that they work on. They overload one side and cause some problems for the backline people.
Higgins trapped. Harris with the left hand follows it up and gets fouled. Nice hustle play by Tony Harris. And I tell you what, Vincent Yarborough, who started the game, drew a technical for some words he said to the referees, and Jerry Green not messing around.
I think
he'll make him pay.
I think he'll bring him back to it. You know, sometimes it's a spillover effect from the game before. Not his play, but the team's play. So you figure, look, we got to get everything in order here, guys. This is a talented guy, and I've been impressed with his improvement this year. Fortunately, his good judgment prevailed because he's grown as a player. And that time Harris getting to the rim. He's got some springs, by the way, with Damone Brown on the rear. Look at these numbers. Pretty solid. Good team concept by Vincent.
Talking to Byron Samuels, assistant coach, he said how he goes, it's going to be your key tonight. Harris missed the first. It's only 75% at the line. Makes the second. Tennessee back in front 7-6.
I think what makes Yarbrough tough is he can spot up or he can put it on the floor now. They penetrate and find him, or he can create.
Williams outside. Being guarded by Janice Grinstaff. Griffin being guarded by Harris. Little bump, and they get Harris on the bump.
A pretty good perimeter defense. Stack fouls.
Well, their game the other night, Tuesday at the Meadowlands Continental Airlines Arena, took about 2.5 hours.
Just got over it, didn't it?
Traffic's backed up on Route 3. There's Griffin. Contact. They let him play. Williams, runner's good.
They pushed the defense in just a little too far for Tennessee. Now, folks, this 2-3 zone can be complex. They're long. They face out. They take away passing lanes. The overload's been effective when they go one side. The high corner is Hathaway. That nice pass to high-low.
Slay, nicely done. Going to the left-hand three-point opportunity.
Jeremy McNeil gets caught. I mean, how pretty is this, Dave? I mean, you've got to come with some things. It's almost getting like playing Cheney's Temple Zone when you think of it. You've got to come with different looks, and Jimmy doing a little begging early here, and provide your guys with opportunities, because now they'll take away that overload. But this fill right in here, and here's the short corner that you hear folks talk about. They'll dump it down, or if you don't play, and I think that's what you've got to do, get it to the foul line and attack the middleman, whether it's McNeil or Big Billy Seelig.
Ron Slay puts Tennessee up by 2 here. Under 14 to play. Woods for the interception, didn't get it. Queth Dwaney sets up Williams. That's a 3. Wow, he's got that one.
Has the game changed?
Oh, unbelievable.
I mean, guys spread out. They got a 2-on-1 in with a 3-pointer.
Turnover. McNeil takes it away.
Tennessee's got to be in control composure-wise. I thought Virginia made them play faster. Same thing could happen here.
They want to play fast, and this crowd wants to scream. Shumpert got a size advantage on Harris. Trying to shake him. Shoots over. Won't go. Rebound goes to Mr. Hathaway. Nice inside look. Slay turned back into trouble, but Hathaway's there, but he turned it over with the travel.
Tell you, that looked pretty good, though, Dave, didn't it? One step, but how about the full court pressure and how to negate it? I mean, it's a gamble in the mid-court area. We're going to just see this kind of a dive by Tennessee, but the trap first, and now look.
Dwaney now with the ball. Deshaun Williams, Jeremy McNeil, and Damone Brown on the floor right now for Syracuse.
Run step all over. He got to play the shooter.
Williams is hot. He's got 10 of the 11 points for the Orangemen.
You can see they listen to the scatter report, huh?
Yeah.
Get up on the deep guys.
And there's a deep 3 by Harris that kept alive and knocked out of bounds by Slay.
Now, in watching Tony Harris, the next time he comes down now, he's got to create. By create for himself or create for others. Even though it's his zone, don't settle for the jumper. I think that hurts him. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. And it was so early in the clock, too.
Can always get that shot.
A lot of depth on this Tennessee ball club. They bring in Harris Walker. Isaiah Victor is back. Terrence Woods. And look at that. They got a lot of the starters.
Willis, who's at the end, has not moved. Yarbrough.
Yarbrough is really in the Arth house. Travel by Damone Brown.
Now, Dave, I'm sorry, we can't read into Yarbrough, but obviously a message. He probably has a role where you get the technicals. Look at.
And Jerry can afford to bury him on the bench if he wants, because he's got so much productivity.
And look at all the numbers of minutes guys have played here. They settle again deep, and that's right up Syracuse alley.
Grinstaff gets an easy rebound. Nice setup. And a foul call.
And they get him quickly inside. I believe it might be McNeil that time. Let's see.
Marcus Hayslip will go to the line, and 3 fouls now on Jeremy McNeil. And Hayslip goes to the line out of Lewisburg, Tennessee. Young man can play in the paint, play on the wing. Averaging 7 points a ball game for the Volunteers. And McNeil takes of seat after his third foul.
So that's the problem. They are not deep up front, Syracuse.
Sean Williams back in. There's a good look at Billy Selleck.
And the other end on with Yarbrough, too. You know, you might say a message, Dave, but a lot of guys have that rule of 2 fouls. Don't forget the technical foul gives him a second foul. So I'm sure more concerned about saving him for the second half.
Tennessee with a 1-point lead. Williams with Shumpert, Selleck, Griffin, and Damone Brown, the starters for the Syracuse Orange. You'll note that their shade of orange is a little bit darker than the Volunteer orange. Shumpert off the dribble. Ooh, nice tip. Not there. Grunstaff with another breakout here for Tennessee. Alley-oop.
Oh, goodness.
And a foul. As Victor went up hard and got fouled by Williams.
Yeah, nice play by Williams trying to take the legs out. You know, Syracuse at the other end ran a nice play, but they're not making shots. They back screen Shumpert, and they miss the shot. But here's the opportunity that it turns into. And you're right here, you're just making sure you don't get that rim or get the basket. Give away that foul. Williams with good protection, helping his big guys out.
Isaiah Victor, senior from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, recently went over the 1,000-point mark in his career at Tennessee.
And I'm getting old. Kevin O'Neill used to talk about him. He was down there when he first enrolled.
Tennessee by 3. Take a break. We'll be back to Syracuse in a moment. Reminder that the 2-minute drill championships coming up Monday. Field goals 2 for 10. They're getting it done at the free throw line. And Harris comes back in. And this other note too, Ref, which I found to be very interesting. Yarbrough is out of the game. Since he left, Tennessee's on a 7-3 run over the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
And their defense has been adequate on the perimeter. Syracuse a little bit out of sync. Here they run a shuffle cut and a screen down, but they don't get to it. Little trip in the lane. I don't think they gave it to Harris. No, Hazlett.
First on Marcus. 18 fouls for Syracuse, 5 for Tennessee. 11:32 mark. Damone Brown up top.
Nice use of the screen there by Shumpert. I mean, he's so good getting himself free.
Veteran ball club here at Syracuse, too.
And Selig is always looking. Look at he uses the curl here. Nice pass.
Selig blocked. They're going to call the goal 10.
And Billy just trying to acknowledge, but nice open presentation. He's not going to go up strong. He's not that kind of a player. He's really an old-fashioned kind of a player. But look at the activity without the basketball. Frustration vented by Tennessee.
Orangeman fans trying to get a little riled up here. And there's another foul on Billy Selleck. They do the alley-oop to Hazlett.
Is that 3? Wow.
And that's his 3rd. So they've got McNeil with 3. And Billy Selleck with 3.
Now the only Ethan Cole is another guy now that they will go to in that up front position, but they are challenging. Nice little lob. He had hidden the back of the zone is where it's profitable to attack. I mean, you can hide. Guys have to turn around. It opens up flashes, and here's a little coaching going on as Ethan Cole. There he is.
So Ethan Cole, a transfer from the University of New Hampshire, had to sit out last year and get some time right now. 6'9", 244-pound junior from Canterbury, New Hampshire. And Billy Selleck sits down with 3 fouls. Ethan Cole, welcome to the big battle.
And of course, on the floor now, Tennessee playing very small on the perimeter. I think Williams can get some shots off with Walker guarding him. Harris Walker.
Here's Griffin.
The same thing here, size differential. Grindstaff right up and under him.
They find Griffin on the weak side swing. Rebound goes to Hazlett. Tennessee trying to push some tempo. Harris Walker at the point right now.
And when they've been patient, they've gotten into good spots.
Tony Harris finds some room. Griffin influenced that. But how about Hazlett? Gets it, loses it. Who's it out of bounds on?
I think it's Syracuse.
It is Syracuse ball, says John Fockney.
Too deep, and I think he did that trip.
Absolutely.
Get in, make the pinch, find somebody.
Tony got caught. Griffin got his hand on the ball, knocked it free. Syracuse with the ball down 3 as we approach 10 minutes.
Okay, Tennessee is well prepared. They've just taken advantage of down screens. Here's a flare.
Well, they are definitely into it tonight defensively.
And look at the help on Shumpert here. Everybody scraping down in the lane. Nice cut.
Griffin on the opposite side loses it out of bounds. Take another revisit here at Harris against the zone.
Well, when you got him in the middle to do some damage, at some point he's got to make the pass, but there, the slap away, you got a lot of hands attacking you, so you got to be intelligent in your approach.
They come out on Harris because he can shoot it from out there, no doubt about it.
And Syracuse plays out top and plays the high post guy. I think you almost got to get down in the 3-second lane where Hayslip is.
Brinstaff
Steps.
took one too many before the wraparound pass. So the turnovers. There you go, Tennessee 7-4. And Orange fans here looking for some more offense. Down 16-13. Damone Brown with the turnaround. It's good.
Again, the screening ability, cross screen. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry.
Gee, and they weren't in a hurry. Boy, it's like they're playing with a ticking time bomb, right?
He gets a little excited. Likes to take his guy one-on-one.
Syracuse with a chance to take the lead again. Here's Damone Brown popping out. He'll fire from there and hit.
Now, what a nice job. They cross-screened and went baseline. That time his man anticipated that. He popped up the lane. Terrific without the ball.
17-16 Syracuse. What a great way to get into the holiday season from college hoops. 2 top 10 teams. Dave Sims and Bill Raftery with me. Harris inside, draws contact, throws it up. Offensive foul.
That's a tough one on him. He's got to be careful. He thought he had the angle. I might go with it. But that's another case of why be in that far, right? I mean, somebody should space out. He's got the ability to get into the lane, and I don't think he was the charger here. I thought he had a good angle to go by. But at some point, he's got to kick it to the corner. And without Yarbrough on the floor, though, that's the guy that's the recipient of that penetration generally. With those 2 fouls, he's not playing.
And Damone Brown tried to pop out, but he was freed up because there was a foul. An elbow foul as Yarbrough is back into the game.
Well, he's certainly not concerned with the 2 fouls, right? Going right to him. They probably feel they need some offense.
10th team foul. We got a double bonus situation right now for the Volunteers, putting Slay at the line.
Tony Harris in the backcourt still shaking his head, Dave. He can't believe that little charge call on him.
He hasn't been able to find it yet. There's Slay at the line. Rolled it around. He tried to nail a couple outside jumpers, wouldn't go. Tried to penetrate, didn't get anything. So he's still looking for his game. Terrence Woods back into the contest, replacing Tony Harris.
And he's over there shaking his head. He's looking for some sympathy.
We've all been there.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Hey, don't look at the coaching staff. They're not going to give you much.
Not at all. Ron Slay out of Nashville misses the second. Cole rebounds from Syracuse, and oh man, another foul.
Not a good one
this time.
Yeah, not a good one at all. They've just reached right across. Saved them for situations where you have to be aggressive.
Right, and this is one of those things, fellas. Don't forget, they're calling it a lot tighter now.
Right, and that one is a foul even in the old days.
Oh yeah.
You know, but you're right. They're going to get you on some that you're not suspecting.
Yeah, you're not back at the rec center where everything, pretty much everything goes.
The wall's in play.
Yeah, right.
And not able to get too many opportunities. I mean, even when he's had a look, he's had a hand in his face, and they need his numbers if they're going to be explosive.
0 for 4 from the field, Shumpert. And Cole on the free throw, just his second make this year. He's 2 for 4. And he gets that one.
Now, he's one of those guys, just like the other centers, a good screener. Fill up that little spot in the middle. I think you've got to attack the back of that zone down there where Cole is. Here's the high-low. There, turn and attack.
Slay is there. Spin dribble's good. Hey, Ron Slay.
That's like you playing against me. I mean, you just eat me up. No, I mean, that's wide open for those wide bodies. Get them the ball.
I can relate to that.
I didn't mean the wide body.
No.
No offense.
Tipped out, they keep it alive. Another chance for Syracuse, tied at 19, under 8 to play.
And folks, watch Shumpert off the ball, number 3. Very active.
How about that? They tried to switch, and the 2 defenders bumped into each other, left Griffin wide open. Syracuse has got 5 points off of turnovers, none for Tennessee.
And they've looked at that middle area in the zone, right behind the foul line. That's going to be wide open if they give it. Now turn.
Slay, fadeaway jumper, easy rebound for Griffin. Trying to break a 19 all tie.
And even that's impatient, Dave. You got to turn, look, you don't have the good shot. You can get that again.
Boy, Williams, no hesitation. Long rebound to Higgins. Yarbrough change of pace. A little short on that, not enough legs. Well, Slay just out-muscles Cole for that easy layup.
He had all legs, all body, all shoulders. He is a tough competitor around the 10.
9 points for Slay. 21-19 Tennessee. Brown. Quick jacks now, huh? Sure enough. Boy, it's interesting. Some of the decisions right now. Two top 10 ranked teams. Tennessee leading by 2 here at Syracuse.
He's not been able to get a whole lot of looks.
Shumpert 0 for 4 from the field. His only point at the line where he's 1 of 2.
In every game they prepare for, you got an X on your back. And if you get into those high teens, early 20s,
no question.
Coaches say you got to limit the amount of touches that gentleman has.
Identify and go at him. Slay had it knocked away. Regains.
Get down.
Little rugby action here. And Shumpert wins the battle. Syracuse trying to get the lead back. It's 21-19 Tennessee. Shumpert looking for his first field goal make. Williams the leading scorer so far for the Cuse. Shumpert finger roll, and I got it.
Nice play, Dave. Now that's a message rejection.
Yes, it was.
Huh?
Man, I said it.
Bad hands.
Hey, you know what? I got wiped out one time in an NBA game. I sit very loosely here, pal.
How about this one? Little dipper
Have my
finger
name
roll.
right on it.
Now watch this palm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't get you on prime time.
The orange sphere coming right at me. It's orange themed. You know, how did I not wear? You not wear something orange tonight? You should have had that in our marching orders.
No.
Right? No orange tonight. What is this? We're not in fashion here.
Well, we wouldn't look part of the 2 teams. We've got to be indifferent to who's going to win this game. But the hustle of that particular play by Dave Sims was extraordinary, folks.
I was up quickly, and there's some coaches out there saying, "You never move that quickly for me." Ron Slay with the first.
You know, Ron Slay on that skirmish under the basket.
He's going to win a lot of them.
Well, he does, but he got up, and the first thing he did was readjusted his identity. He took care of the headband. It was SQ, as they would say, you know.
Hey, logo's got to be facing the right way, right? Mm-hmm. Cole with the rebound. 22-21 Tennessee.
And Tennessee's, there's a little diagonal back screen, but Tennessee's done a great job in their man-to-man.
Williams the leading scorer for Syracuse, 10 points, 3 of 7 shooting.
Tough match there. Shumpert looks like he's got the size.
Yeah. Cole got it. Back to Shumpert. Still some time on the clock. Cole down deep. Bailed out by Williams. Rolled it home.
And a nice play by Cole, too. Good presence. And then the control going down the lane. No charge.
The finger roll. Seeing a lot of old stuff tonight. The big 3 for Syracuse, accounting for 83% of their scoring.
Pretty.
Inside, it got knocked free. Griffin, nice handle. They got numbers, and then he lost the handle. Have to regroup.
Look at this rearrangement.
Brown, nicely done on the delivery by Alan Griffin.
Now, you talked about old time. A lot of guys would have tried to dunk that.
To show us?
Well, you know, Yarbrough's such a good player. Here's the overload. They'll trap down in here, Syracuse, but they've run a lot of stuff in the lane. Now, watch Yarbrough to catch and be a threat. You often look at him, now he breaks the defense down. Nice slip pass. Now, it doesn't work, but they've run a lot of little things, some options. Don't go crazy on perimeter shots. Keep prying and cause some foul problems inside. For the Cuse.
Tony Harris and Yarbrough in the backcourt. Here's Woods, Slay. Woods will fire from there, and he hits it. Wow. 3 ball for Terrence Woods. He's a 55%er from long range. He's got 21 on the season now.
And he looks for that 3, huh?
Doesn't he?
He made a big 3 against West Virginia early in the year for this club as well.
Boy, that was a game they absolutely stole at Morgantown. West Virginia had the ball and a chance to win the game in the final seconds and missed the bunny right at the basket.
Isn't that something down in Terrence on cue there, trying to front the low post, has his problems.
Don't forget, stay with us right after this game, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We've got
some of the V games, maybe the best team at that record in the country, Kentucky. So it'll be just a matter of getting them organized, getting going. I mean, they play the best, and they got some marks on their back. And people forgot that Carolina game. Right now he goes up to Michigan State. See, they're doing a great job going down that lane. And this zone has not been decimated this year, from my knowledge, as easily.
Victor's first field goal. He's got 5. Tennessee by 2. Williams from way outside. Ball had a little draw on it.
Yeah,
little draw.
Tiger.
Yeah, right.
It may be the wind current. They've done a nice job. This 1-3-1 sort of flash across the top.
Woods, they get it down low to Victor. And a foul. I believe it's going to be on Damone Brown.
A little small change. I know Timmy's not in a hurry to get his plane tonight. See, if you want those to go away, you have afternoon games.
Yeah, right.
Those little small change fouls because guys have to get moving. But Jimmy, just amazing what he's been able to do up here consistently. And this 2-3 zone rode into the Final Four. He's an excellent man-to-man coach, by the way. Right. But he's just found a way to disrupt people and take advantage, I think, of the numbers, too. He's not as deep.
Get a timeout on the floor. 3:43 to go. 4-point lead for the Volunteers against Jim Boeheim's Orangemen here in Syracuse. Battle of the Orange here. The Volunteers lead the Orangemen by 4.
And Dave, I know you didn't get me a gift. Don't get me a hat like that, please. Give me something I can use. But how about using, look at all the spread here. Defensively, they're spread because of good execution. And watch the post guys now as they flash. And now they got a double high-low. I mean, this is interesting. And now the back out here to hold. I mean, that's just great basketball. Isaiah Victor put it on the floor. And boy, Shumpert really had a good look, didn't take it.
Billy Silic back in the game. Williams over the top. Did everything but go down. Rebound goes to Slay.
They got good perimeter shooters, and they got good, strong inside, good hands here on the wing.
And they got about a little careless with the ball, and Woods picked. Tim Thomas scored more at that score.
Saw Timmy last night having a terrific year. When they started in Alaska, DePaul, Ohio State, Missouri, they shocked the country.
Oh, they did.
Didn't they? It's all been this 2-3 zone, but so far, Tennessee with a lot of different looks. Here's the short corner. If they bring the ball down a little bit.
Grinstaff, Higgins, you got Woods, Slay, and Victor for the Volunteers. Grinstaff wide open. Couldn't make a solid catch. Brown got him trapped. Beats it. Slay, spinner, no. And a breakout here. Here's Griffin.
Nothing there. They should have trapped him, right, Dave?
Yep. They stopped his dribble. Shumpert way outside. Still can't get a field goal. Shumpert has got the 1. He's 1 out of 6 now from the field.
And a nice job pushing the ball to give it a kickback pass for that open look. And Grindstaff, they got good perimeter people now. Nobody flashed.
Woods, a look inside to Slay. Sets it up to Slay. Got fouled by Brown.
I tell you, that's nice. And that was good use of the dribble. Not getting too deep. Sucking the defense at you. And a little dish.
Third foul on Damone Brown. All kinds of foul trouble. Brown with 3. Selick with 3. And McNeil with 3.
They are really struggling.
Tennessee's the team with the big bench, not Syracuse.
It tells you what a great offensive philosophy Jerry Green had tonight, to have all the inside people in a zone. And usually the zone does protect your people. You don't get as many fouls. But this is just gorgeous. Draw the guy to you. As you see Selick come up. And Grindstaff, just a terrific little delivery, and Slay kills you around the rim.
That he does. He's got 11 points and 8 boards right now. Extends that lead to 4 points at 2:12 to go first half. So Yarborough and Harris. Harris on the left, Yarborough on the right. Get a little bit of a break right now. Their team a 4-point lead. Queth Dwaney back in for Syracuse.
So Tennessee came to play defense tonight, though.
Oh, yeah.
And they've made it a struggle for the better people to get good looks for Syracuse. He can dribble to the goal. He can offensive rebound, too, Dwaney.
Griffin inside. Nice spinner. No, sir. Tipped up and in.
I think Grindstaff tipped it in.
Yeah.
I thought he did it.
I thought so, too. Take another look at that one.
Well, his fingers are telling us. I got it. Let's just see around the rim here. How about this drop step?
Shumpert got it. Yeah.
I thought he was in play there. Nice little use of the short corner.
Slay's killing him inside.
He is.
That's a good job.
Nice job, too, by Terrence Woods that trip.
Slay with 14 points and 8 boards. 33-27. He's found a gap. He's making a home there.
Well, see, now this is one at halftime. You're saying, let's get these guys out of the zone if you're Jerry Green and make them play man-to-man. And Jimmy trying to hang tough with the zone, but they're just ripping it apart.
Yeah. Got to go to Seal.
Ready.
Cutters, Dwayne. No. Oh, man, missed iron.
And it's number, is that 4?
And Grindstaff picks up the foul.
Oh, boy, Selick all over the back. He's very lucky. Oh.
Coming up at halftime, Courtyard by Marriott halftime. A couple of points in our building, eh?
Well, he was a former great in his hockey days, he and his brother.
Under a minute to play, 6-point lead for the Volunteers.
And we mentioned about patience. They've been able to get the job done by good ball movement. Nice help there.
Selick with the pick. Oh, right
still in.
John
It's still in. He was in bounds. Oh, he was in. Was he out?
All right.
John saying he was out.
All right, John was out of bounds. But
John, you were in. You were in. You were in. You were in.
John said he was out of bounds, and Curtis Shaw backed him up. A good caller. I'd forgotten about that rule.
Yeah. Selick was going to have himself a hoop.
That's right.
To see a little larceny in your heart, you would have taken and gone to the goal. Made believe you never saw it, right?
Do it every day. Grindstaff way outside. Three ball is good for the orange-clad Volunteers.
So they've been waiting for him. I mean, he's a shooter, 27% this year, but the reputation coming in. Good to see him healthy.
Biggest lead of the night, 36-27, 9-point lead. This is some turnaround by the Volunteers after getting smoked Tuesday by Virginia. Griffin, runner, tried to set up Dwayne, and he got it on the way down, but that'll do it.
Slay thought he picked up the charge. Pretty heads-up play, maybe a little too deep, and flopped.
Slay, though, an impact player for the Volunteers here in the first half. Shumpert, meanwhile, for the Syracuse Orangemen, struggling big time. He's their leading scorer. And almost 24 points per game. Just 3 points tonight on 1 of 6 shooting from the field. That's our story here in Syracuse. Tennessee bouncing back nicely for the first half at least. John Saunders, we throw it to you. 29 Volunteers leading the Orangemen of Syracuse. And earlier this afternoon, we spoke with Tennessee coach Jerry Green, asked him about his club's mental fitness coming into tonight's game after being smacked around by Virginia on Tuesday night.
Our players know what to expect. The zone is not an easy thing to crack, and we've got to be patient against it. But effort-wise, energy-wise, I know we'll have a little bit more than we had over there, and hopefully we'll shoot the ball in the hole a little bit better, too. Yeah, he was throwing up and feeling poorly yesterday.
First half. Well, Jerry Green, his thoughts on his club's mental toughness. Dave Sims, Bill Raftery with you. So far, so good for the Volunteers. They've come through nicely in that regard.
And it all boils down to making shots, but it also boils down to deployment. I think that's what they've done the best, Dave, getting themselves in position to dominate. And this is as good as I've seen people attack this zone. Would you agree with that?
Been very productive, and as you talked about, Slay and company have found that hole and just pounded it.
Well, the big bodies can get you into foul problem. They can dislodge with the best of them. How about this guy? He can take you for a long ride without the snow.
And it's a free ride at that.
A little high pick and dive. As you Syracuse, you want to make sure you're solid on the offensive end because the execution's so important against this tough defense.
Griffin sets up Selick, misses, and a rebound to Victor. Oh, he cleared out Griffin. Got numbers down here. Harris will take advantage, shoots over the top and hits.
A nice shot. The push, the defense collapses. A nice give back. And when they're on fire, this backcourt, solid with Higgins with the kickback.
First double-digit lead of the evening. Syracuse fans on their feet until the first Orangeman field goal. Griffin inside.
Tough.
High arcing shot. Nicely done.
We would never let the fans do that at Seton Hall. They might not regain their seat some nights when I was there. Of course, a lot different with PJ and Tommy Amaker. But the 2-3 has not done the job. Listen to alley-oop. Oh! Say goodnight.
Oh, man, you saw that one develop.
Oh, absolutely. And
Gorgeous.
it's all because they've been able to attack from the rear.
You should see the look on Jim Boeheim's face. You think
he was looking at the moan like, what can the moan do? You got to go back. And the defense really coming out too far from the basket.
Griffin takes it deep, draws some contact. Boy, Harris and Yarbrough, they want to get off here in the second half. Yarbrough picked up that technical foul. Look at this beauty.
How about this combo? Now, how do you stop that one up there, Dave? I mean, I just, when the zone is moved all the way. Now, just look at this. It's almost as though there's no screen at all. Normally, there's a screen on that back side, but they're so far up, there's no use screening. And Slay just stood and applauded like the rest of us.
Alan Griffin. And for Griff, that's his first point tonight at the line. Misses that one. Rebound goes to Yarbrough. 41-32, Tennessee. Higgins will let her rip. A little off balance. Matter of fact, a lot off balance. Mr. Hathaway with the putback.
Yeah, he'll take a few shirts away. I'll tell you that with the Hathaway look. But anything missing the rim is the advantage to the offense. And that time, unfortunately for Syracuse, Hathaway in the way.
Griffin. Guarded by Harris. Damone Brown, tough shot, follows it up, and he gets the roll. So Damone Brown.
Dave, I think the concern if you're Boeheim and Bernie Fine and company, Mike Hopkins, is this defense.
Yeah.
They have not been able to match up as well as they would like. And a terrific job getting it inside.
There's Yarbrough with Higgins, Victor, Harris, and Hathaway on the floor for Road Orange Tennessee Volunteers. Shot clock at 8. Nice. Victor inside, spins, and scores.
I can just see Syracuse just not capable of that motion to get the leg across. And Jim Boeheim, it's one of those things. At what point do you say this is not working?
And Seelick has 3 fouls, too. There's only so much he can do. Griffin finds Seelick, and they call scored a goal. Yes, indeed. Now, Hathaway talking about providing big dividends.
Well, you know, this is just perfect. It's an offensive rebound in a sense, but he's in the right spot to dominate. And right here, the baseline little curl and the good hustle. Something that Tennessee has been able to take away.
Victor lost it, gets it back, and tried to violation. Yes, indeed. Try to get it back to Harris. There'll be an over and back turnover for Jerry Green's ball club. 45-36 the lead. The bench, a big story for Tennessee. 24 points from the bench, 21 from the starters. For Syracuse, 30 points from the starters, just 4 from the bench. And that's not a surprise because it's not a real deep team.
Where you go?
Spins into traffic, and Hathaway does the job. Draws the foul on Damone Brown. And for Damone, that's his 4th.
Well, it wasn't a good decision by Damone. I mean, all that traffic, the spin, you turn your head away from all the defensive maneuvers. You should have just picked it up and kicked it out. And Jerry Green's got to feel real comfortable, not only with the stats, but with the play of his team. They came prepared. I think he had a hard couple of days of practice.
40% at the from the field. Look at the rebounding edge, plus 11. They did turn it over 5 times more, but the bench not even close.
No, they are.
That's not a contest.
Well, I think going in, you knew that they would take advantage.
You bet.
Here's another lob to the rim, and they get the takeout.
That may go.
Yep, and they get the takeout. Shumpert on the weak side, just trying to body up. And they are being decimated inside. And check the spacing here, how there's so much distance. I mean, they've got room to roam. I mean, just solid play. You can just really see they can't get that leg across. The quickness of this team.
Harris resets. Ian Yarbrough in the backcourt. Deep hoist by Harris. And that won't go. They keep it alive. Victor does. And bang, they battle. Victor's got it. Turns, fades. Won't go. With 20. He's going to lead a break to Griffin. Griffin takes it right at Victor, who sends it back.
I don't know about that decision, huh? Once in a while, kick it back out. Dwayne was set. Maybe he could have gotten a 3 or at least a ball reversal. Lucky to get it back.
Sean Williams, he's the leading scorer for Syracuse. 14 points, the only double-figure performer right now. 14 for Slay. Same situation there. He's the only player in double figures.
Boy, Higgins done a good job on Shumpert. There he's taking advantage of the size.
In and out. Loose ball. Dwayne kept it alive. Seelick, nice cut. Reversed by Shumpert.
And Billy Seelick with a wonderful look. And once again, moving without the basketball. That's what their forwards do best.
Orangeman fans adding their encouragement right now. Syracuse down 45-38.
And if you're Tennessee, don't take the long jumper.
And just as you say that, but kept alive by Victor. Back to Victor from Harris. Lay it up. 3-point opportunity.
And that's one of those plays you got to come up with if you're Syracuse. How about the deep jack, though?
Oh,
I mean, have a little team meeting, guys. You're pounding it inside. You're doing some wonderful things on the offensive end, but don't jack it. But the rundown in a zone, the guards have to come and help. How about the quick pass to Victor? Just a solid play, wasn't it? An offensive rebound.
Slay again. Count it.
Sleigh bells ring. Ooh.
Ron,
are you listening?
Slay. Syracuse is not liking what they're hearing either. 49-38. Tennessee. See that bounce back pretty much in order right now.
In my mind, I'm just thinking the Virginia game got the coach's ire up, I would say. And they worked harder. It's obvious. And a little soft.
20 with a nice roll.
Bloomington. Well, it got away, huh?
Yes,
because the family, his brother played at Wisconsin.
Got to play each other last year.
I believe his dad went here, though.
Yeah. Victor turns, kicks it back to Harris. Quick delivery there. Hits a 3.
See, now that's the way to get your jumpers. Go in, kick the thing back out. Don't just come down and jack it up.
52-40, the biggest lead of the evening for the Volunteers out of the SEC, the favorites in that conference. Griffin muscles Harris off. The loose ball taken back. Seelick's got it. And he puts it home. Harris turned it over, but Harris attacking right back.
Where you going? Come on. Just control it, Tony.
Try to get a quick counter to no avail, and Griffin finds Shumpert. Free one for him. That's a 3. Won't go. Rebound. Goes to Higgins.
That would bring the house down right there.
Shumpert 2 of 9 from the field, and Jerry Green says, hey, Tony, slow it down a little bit.
You got to think team. And you got to conceptually understand, as the game is going on, what's positive.
Yeah. And there's a positive right there. Anytime they get it down in the lane just below the foul line, as you talked about, they're getting everything they want and more.
Get the game over, then you get your shots.
That's right. 4 fouls on Seelick as we go to break, with Tennessee enjoying a 10-point lead, 52-42 here at Syracuse. And a tough night for Damone Brown. Well, the big guy stopped off here at Syracuse. I don't know if he's pleased with what he's seeing right now. The Tennessee fans. And ZZ Top is appearing live at the Carrier Dome tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
sharp-dressed men.
And a lovely family. Here's Julie Boeheim and young Jimmy. And incidentally, they're going to need a lot of support the way Tennessee's playing. But I saw both Julie and young Jimmy in the press room, and he started, I want a soda. I called a tea on him. I said, you're just like your father.
There's a look at the second half shooting. Tennessee bench outscoring the Syracuse starters right now, 14 rebounding the Syracuse starters 14-9. That's a Tennessee bench. Woods is back in the game. He gets it to Hazlett. Jerry Green using some of his bench again. He's got Harris, Woods, Hazlett, Slay, and Yarbrough.
He's going to wear them out. Basically, look at the way they pass the ball in the lane.
Slay got maybe a little ahead of himself. Griffin back the other way. Finger roll, takes it all the way home.
And a real good decision, too. Williams on the wing. He had that option. A good, strong move to the 10. Brown
trying to get into it. They got it inside. 10 points now. has. Look, they double team him inside Slay, and he gets the roll.
He's got the body, and he's such a great target.
Yeah. Well, he goes up and just holds him off. He's got 18 points and 9 rebounds.
And Hayslip really handling the double team beautifully.
Under 13 to play. 20. That won't go. Rebound Harris. Be his easiest one tonight.
And then just get something done now. Don't just rush into it. You've been able to get the ball to the correct spots.
Boy, Woods with a quick hoist won't go.
So they're helping them stay in this game.
Yeah. Sean Williams has not gotten going yet. Harris. Oh, man. Tremendous quickness to make it close.
Explosive speed.
My goodness.
Timmy Higgins' hair blew off almost there as he blew by him. But the ability to control the lane, it's a wintry scene here in Syracuse, and so far it's been the ability of the big fella to enjoy roaming the lane. And just presented himself to the ball at the proper time. You might call it a sleigh ride, huh? He's in front and gets the look.
Back to live action. Shumpert misses. And a rebound. The foul looks like it's going against Quet 20.
Yeah, I think you're right.
54-44. Not what Syracuse fans wanted for Christmas.
A wry smile, to say the least, or some gas.
He's got the total package, doesn't he?
He does. Well, you know, when your team is not playing as well as you would like, and I think it's approaching that, it's a little disconcerting.
Yarbrough, Slay, takes it right at ceiling.
The other way, they wipe it out. Good call.
That they do.
Easy call, really.
Sure was.
And look at Slay hiding his head. Well, once again, though, the ball getting right where Jerry Green wants it. It's just a matter of execution. Maybe jump stop and go straight up.
Getting excited in there, you know?
Yeah, you feel that, dude.
You know you got it. It's right there.
And in the schoolyard, you just knock that guy out of the park, right? Nobody's going to call that.
Call what? What foul?
An open look.
And he makes him pay. Williams, his first score here from the field, second half. He's got 17 points. Shooting it well from deep. 3 for 6 tonight.
And when they get close now, it puts a different stress on the shot. Nice entry again. Look at the collapse, though. Pretty good by the defense. They change it. I think they pointed Syracuse ball, so the defense worked.
Well, plenty of emotion here in Syracuse, particularly from these Tennessee Volunteers trying to get a big road win. And right now, 11:35 away from maybe getting one. They lead 54-47 to Sean Williams trying to keep Syracuse alive. 12-2. Holy jeez. In the middle, maybe Tennessee would not be getting as much in the middle as they are tonight.
They would, and they did keep the ball, by the way. They made sure it was ticked off of Syracuse. But all those guys, two in the NBA and CBA for Ryan Blackwell.
Slay.
Tough.
Oh, man, he got the roll that time.
A big guy with a feathery release.
56-47. That Syracuse team a year ago, Sweet 16, 26-6 was the final record.
And Hart, an injured reserve for the Bucks, and same thing with Eton Thomas with the Mavs. Good hold up by Selig. See that little thing there? And they get it blocked. It's helpful.
What would you like in Selig to anybody we've seen the last? I mean, I like what you said earlier about there's a lot of those little things as Yarbrough goes out.
In a different way, maybe Manga.
Yeah.
With Seton Hall, I think Manga's got a bigger upside offensively.
Knows his role, stays within it.
I mean, it's not an imposing front line right now. That's one of the dilemmas, I think. If teams attack them inside. Nice little slip to the goal.
20 on the follow, couldn't get it. A lot of contact, they let him play.
And Selig's got to finish that close to the goal.
Shumpert from the field is 2 for 10. Is their leading score for the Orangemen coming in.
Pretty release.
Boy, got it all the way in. Tough play by Dennis Grindstaff. College basketball here on ESPN. First of 2. Glad you're joining us tonight. Number 4 Tennessee against number 10 Syracuse. It's been mostly Tennessee from the get-go. I'm Dave Sims with Bill Raftery. And don't forget, following our game, it's Indiana and Kentucky. And you'll notice neither team ranked. That doesn't take anything away from the fire that you're going to see in Louisville tonight, though.
And 2 solid teams, though. Mike Davis doing a great job with his come way. An open look and a relaxed Tennessee team. Now, this is something they've got to be conscious of. stay attached to these jump shooters. They've done a great job all night long.
Shumpert with just his 3rd field goal tonight. He's 3 of 11. He's got 7 points. Slay, he's just killing them inside.
Absolutely destroying them. And he's getting the catch and the finish. They just can't keep him out of the lane. And again, the deployment is extraordinary. Shumpert with another good look.
So 2 in a row for Shumpert. And he looks a little fired up now, 60-51.
A dilemma for Syracuse. They can't stop anybody on this end. And they get the foul as well, I think, on Preston.
Slay again takes it right at the middleman. Silic picks up foul number 4.
All good scorers know how to get free. And just look at Shumpert. He sort of fakes the screen and then the delay pops out. And now the runner, something that early in the night we talked about, he's improved his ability with the bounce. I mean, that's a terrific little nylon delivery. I mean, that's a good individual breakdown.
And I beg your pardon on Silic. That's it for him. He's fouled out.
Well, they did give it to him and not on Shumpert, huh?
Yeah. Billy's done. Slay at the line. And Ron, a 77% shooter at the line. Coming into tonight's game.
He's like Frank Ramsey. Remember the old Celtic?
Number 20. No, number 23 with the Boston.
A fake sub. I mean,
that's right.
All the minutes he gets and the contributions that he makes. I mean, this guy is just a tough out. 20 minutes a night.
62-51. 9.5. Griffin. Williams up top. That one won't go. Tip by Shumpert. Finger roll.
And you know what's happening now, Dave? They're playing small Tennessee, and the matchup on Shumpert is not adequate. The switch has been Grindstaff and Woods as well. And they're just too tiny. You saw that in the rebound, that he's going to get jump shots over them as well.
McNeil in foul trouble, blocks that one. And then out of bounds on Tennessee. Well, they're getting revved up here at Syracuse. The Orange down by 9.
And Higgins,
59 to go.
Excuse me, Dave. Higgins is now coming in because of Shumpert. I mean, his ability starting to avail itself to Syracuse now. The jump shot, the runner, the offensive rebound under the smaller Grindstaff.
So Higgins, John Higgins, number 42, going to get the defensive assignment. Tough shot, Williams. That won't go. Good positioning by Hazel. Here comes Tennessee. Grindstaff, nice. Great pass. And McNeil with the foul.
Well, they just get number 4, I think, right?
It's his 4th.
They just get them.
They're wearing out the
rashes. Yeah, I mean, they're running down the floor, getting good post position, and you notice inside, none of the Syracuse people step in front of the post man.
Right.
And that makes it just an easy target.
Jimmy also has Damone Brown with 4 fouls. Billy Silic is fouled out. Victor. First is good. Seeming forward. First team All-State performer back in his high school days at University Heights High School. Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
And you got to look at Yarbrough on the bench, and McDonald's All-American. And this is a talented team. They were getting ordered defensively, right?
They're going to be tough.
They could be in for the long run.
That's right. They are favored in the SEC. Shumpert trying to shake free of Higgins. They're running him to a picket line. Brown drives baseline, and he was fouled.
Hayslip there trying to take it away.
Coming up Saturday on ESPN2 at 6:30 p.m. 35 points in OT in the win against Missouri last night.
And Bill Self's got himself a heck of a team, too. They can go through that meat grinder. And look at this post pass. Directly out of bounds. They get a hold on the box.
Higgins, little hand fighting. Almost looked like you're doing it's sumo wrestling, the way they do the hand combat in there.
And that's one of those smiles like you don't believe it. But Higgins has done a nice job defensively on Shumpert. I mean, of all the guys attached to him, he's been the best.
Griffin, very tough shot. Rebound goes to Higgins, and Higgins can't believe it. You could barely hear that whistle.
The P didn't pop, but it was a foul. The check out a little overzealous, and let's pay attention.
Real quick, wasn't it?
The right the right call, but
just a quick tweak.
The P didn't pop. I used to suggest where those officials put those whistles once in a while.
Shumpert, it almost went down. 63-53 Tennessee, under 8 to play. 5 team fouls for Tennessee, 7 for Syracuse. So Laval's going to be in the 1-1.
And Dave, they just know where to go for shots.
Grindstaff in trouble. Tried to get it inside the Hayslip. Damone Brown takes over. Syracuse running.
Oh, not a
Williams, and saved by Harris. Back to Hayslip. Nice play.
Nothing there. Nothing there.
Now blocking foul against Syracuse.
And the last play on the offensive end, all Grindstaff had to do was stay in the corner. He had an open look. He came in. It ended up a turnover. And that time, pretty good presence as he brought the basketball down the floor. And Jen is making sure no charge, but look at this telegraph. And Griffith not respecting. Nice little stop and turn.
Yeah, Victor
got a big fella, huh?
Grindstaff first and 2, and last season ended for him with a knee injury early on after 1 game. Transfer from Virginia Tech. Nice to have him back. Genis, a 75% free throw shooter, extends the lead, 65-53. Jerry Green, a wry shake of the head, but you know what? He's in the lead right now as we take a timeout from Syracuse. Dave Sims and Bill Raftery with you, 7:26 to go, and the package brought to Syracuse by Ron Slay has been one of devastation. Look at this. Anything he wants down low, he's had.
And the big thing is getting it wherever they want it, and you're correct. He doesn't have to hide his face in shame and just trying to duck that foul call on that particular play, but he has just brought energy. He brings spirit, and also some solid contributions from the offensive end. I mean, just a magnificent target in that lane.
Keep an eye down here with Syracuse having the ball. John Higgins just came over to Curtis Shaw, tried to work him regarding Shumpert, the way Shumpert gets free. Let's see what happens at this end. Damone Brown's got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls, that is. Pull up, way strong. Wow. And a rebound, the walk. Boy, Tennessee is looking good.
And I don't know if that's what they wanted. That just pull-up jumper didn't pry too much. Higgins, look at the alley-oop again. This time, McNeil alert.
That worked beautifully. Start the second half. Here it is, tit for tat.
If you can do it, why not us, huh?
I got your alley-oop.
Place it.
Harris.
Don't need it now. Just be smart.
As you were saying,
where has McNeil been, huh? Jeremy.
Nice BLK.
Arise, Jeremiah. Oh, my goodness. And this is one, maybe a slip pass or maybe a fan dribble, but the little guy gets a taste.
Well, they are not tied into your pipeline because you've said at least 4 times, no, back it out. They've taken long threes with plenty of clock. Grindstaff didn't get a piece. He retrieves.
Oh, he carried? No.
I thought so. Awfully close. Grindstaff going to take it right to the teeth again off his knee. It's going to stay right here.
They're ahead by 10.
They're up by 10 with 6:14 to go, and they're playing like it's a 3-point game with 8 seconds to go.
How about that rearrangement too? Left and nice finish. Sent it in, and he doesn't like giving up. You don't get the balance, the identification. But right now, I can see where Tennessee, they need a cerebral outlook in the backcourt. I mean, just concentrate on what's gotten us this lead.
And what they're doing, they've got the lead. They're going for a kill now.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh, yeah, another
That's
kill
late.
shot.
I understand.
Oh!
That's late.
That one goes. So Grindstaff banks home a 3.
And the zone a little bit tardy. They weren't aware of the clock. They weren't up guarding him as well.
Crowd of 23,164 here at the Carrier Dome. Shumpert.
Grindstaff, yeah, trying to help out. But late in the shot clock, you've got to know in the zone. You can just see look at this distance. I mean, that's unbelievable. And you've got to be right there attached. Because they're looking for Harris's penetration as well.
You know what's nice about that shot? Comfortable stroke. Shumpert Draws a foul on Haslip.
And he'll get stronger where he can hang, take that hit, and finish. And he's got a little mixed bag offensively. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
He always had to get himself in position to dominate.
Not blazing fast, but knows what he's doing. And Haslip picks up foul number 4.
But he has those speeds, doesn't he? We showed that earlier.
And I do like that. Not only does he have the now fashionable, and talk to me in 20 years about all these tattoos, that's a whole nother story, but he's got the long arms too.
Length. Of course, John Chaney has some thoughts about the.
Yeah, don't.
That's right. Well, you
and if I could, what did he say? If I could take them off, I would.
You mentioned the long arms. His shooting touch is one thing, but his ability to shoot over people, and he'll learn how to do that where they almost rest the elbow on the defender.
Yeah.
And a little full court pressure trying to make it happen right now.
Slay is back in. Harris got himself in trouble. Who's it off? Try to save it. Nice catch, Dwayne. They let him play. Wow. Man. Bodies all over. Grindstaff takes it all the way. Got hit. McNeil, that'll be it for him.
He just didn't get the right angle. But there's another case of where you're going. What if he makes the clean block? It goes the other way.
So that'll do it for Jeremy McNeil. He joins Billy Seelig on the bench. Little everything here.
Well, the full court pressure almost comes up with one. You don't want to dribble when they're trapping in the backcourt. A good hustle by Tennessee, not giving up on it. Dwayne ends up in the air, and here's one. There's nothing there. You don't really need it, but not getting the right angle at that size is a mistake.
So Jeremy McNeil fouls out. McNeil on the night with 5 fouls, and he had 1 rebound. And Grindstaff, he's at the line. Not at all. 10 points. Very productive coming off this bench that has made a name for itself. Tennessee, they have done a great job. Tennessee's bench, 42 points. The starters, 27. And a 13-point lead. That's the biggest as we're under 5.5 to go. Syracuse needs points. So Williams, he doesn't mind doing that. Rebound, Tony Harris.
And one and done.
Jerry Green causes 5-play, no hurry.
And right now, Jerry going with the 3-guard look. Totally has Yarbrough out. Confident that they can defend a little bit better. Get up on the shooter, handle the screens.
John Higgins.
Listen, Grindstaff's had a heck of a game, too.
Yes.
And Higgins is guarding Shumpert, so the dilemma, he doesn't want to take Harris out. So that's probably why Yarbrough is on the pines.
Grindstaff had it knocked away. It'll be Tennessee ball with 1 second left on the shot clock. 1 second.
Now, I've looked at games. This is the best I've seen Grindstaff.
Yeah.
I mean, he just feels he's part of it right now. He doesn't mind getting on the bus after this one.
1 second on the shot clock. They get it up. Rebound to Higgins. It'll back it out.
Smart.
Reset.
Good headsy play by both guards.
Timeout, Tennessee. 4:42 to go. 69-56.
This doesn't happen too often up at the Cuse, you know.
They may lose a game, but
they're right there,
but not double digits.
No.
Some of the great ESPN programming coming your way includes the 2000 World's Strongest Man competition. I vote for the strongest man, and I'm going to punch my ballot all the way through for Ron Sled.
I was invited, but I'll let him be a stand-in. He was the strongest man in Syracuse this evening, huh? Just a force, a center of attention. Distributing the basketball, popping as a target. Forget the numbers. I mean, he just has contributed in such a solid fashion for the Vols.
And again, going back to what we talked about, the Tennessee Ball Club, you know, they just got wasted the other night. Virginia ran them out of the Meadowlands. And there's a steal by Damone Brown. Nicely done. How stylish. Ooh, not bad.
A little cup and to send it in, and that gets their press organized. Nice steal.
Bird stays in bounds. Maybe a little run here by Syracuse. Williams, runner. No.
I think it's an
offensive foul.
That's one of those, don't go for it all yourself. Oh, they pointed the wrong direction.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
no, they got it right.
They got it right. Okay. The scoop on the side there, little curl.
And they get Williams on a foul.
Nice play by Higgins, too.
2 quick fouls to Sean Williams. And some words there.
I just saw that, huh? I don't think I'd have words with Slay. I'd go for Harris or Brian Staff, somebody a little smaller. Deshaun picking on
Picks up 2 quick.
the top guy, or as they used to say at Purdue, the top dog.
Yep. Syracuse has got 15 steals tonight. 3 for Tennessee, but you'd never know it by the scoreboard. As Higgins makes it a 12-point Tennessee lead. Yarbrough enjoying it on the bench.
I'll tell you that last particular play, David, if there was some patience by Syracuse and you get yourself a deuce or the possibility of a 3 if you relax, 4-18, all of a sudden it's a single-digit game, and instead they extend the lead.
Coming up on 4 minutes. Danger zone here for Syracuse. Down 13.
Higgins will be exhausted trying to run after Shumpert all night. Preston very active without him.
Griffin lost it. Retrieved by Hazel to Grindstaff. Williams, if he picks up a foul, is going to be his 4th.
Down the floor.
Got a.
Oh, you don't need it now. Oh, what is that?
That's a carry. Holy moly.
And that's one of those indecisions. And a little lob right away. And
carried it twice.
Syracuse would have been a Slay victim.
71-58. Grindstaff has had a great night. One of the few down moments for him, but right now, the orange of Tennessee getting it done.
Carrying the orange. Well, Dennis Grindstaff, and this is not to rub it in at all. It's just he was undecided whether to pass the basketball or not. And this is for the locker room. The players will get a kick out of this because this is a terrific player. Look at the numbers to substantiate the thought. 11 solid defense, rebounds, good shooting percentage, and really one of the main reasons that they're playing so well. This 3-guard look has been extremely effective.
There's Damone Brown. He's got 4 fouls. Takes it into the basket. Don't forget Indiana and Kentucky follows our game from Louisville. Freedom Hall. The border war. And Hayslip has fouled out for Tennessee. Marcus Hayslip picks up his 5th foul. Billy Seelick on the left there. He fouled out a few minutes ago. Joined by Jeremy McNeil. So the 2 big guys for Syracuse are done. And now Marcus Hayslip, the 6'10 sophomore. His evening is over as well.
And a big recruiting war for him. I'm thinking of that next game. Jeffries and Stone. I mean, some terrific talents on the floor. Prince, the ability to shoot it deep. And Mike Davis has done a nice job with this team. I mean, they're defensively a little bit different. They run the ball a little bit. Coverdale's done a great job at the point for him. And Brown with some satisfactory numbers. Just they haven't been able to get free with the frequency that we've seen in the past.
It's Damone's first trip to the line. Can't convert. 6 days off for the Syracuse Orangemen. Now back to action. Knocked off Wisconsin Green Bay on the 16th. Actually 7 days ago, 69-57. So 1 out of 2. Here's Grindstaff to Harris in a hurry. And a foul by Williams, his 4th. So the short bench for Syracuse really flushing them in the wrong direction here.
Sure is. A lot of options for Jerry Green. And a lot of experience options, too. Guys that have played a lot of games. Jerry enjoyed New York other than that Virginia game.
0-2 against ranked Syracuse teams. Syracuse all time against Tennessee's 3-1, includes 3 straight wins. Last win for Tennessee.
I'd say if Harris understands field, clock, you know, all situations, this team could be a lot better. I mean, he's got great talent. He can break you with the dribble. And you mentioned that speed running down a loose ball. But it's all the judgment, too. If he can get them coordinated, wow. And if they can guard like this.
That's right.
Very attentive this evening.
That was a big commitment, and they lived up to it. Oh, that's a beauty by Williams. Talk about the strength as he took it along the baseline. He completes a 3-point play. Gets it to Grindstaff, 73-62.
And good fan dribble. Good decision.
Slay. The use of the pump fake is beautiful.
He's tough and also running the floor. Isaiah Victor gave him an option down there.
Nice to have Ron Slay. He's got 26 blocked by Victor. 26 for Slay. Grindstaff with 11. 12 for Victor. Leading scorers for Tennessee. 20 for Williams for Syracuse. 13 points for Damone Brown and 12 for Shumpert.
And you know, Dave, these are the kind of games people think you're nuts when you say the loss helps you. The Virginia loss helped us.
Oh, without question.
You don't want to lose, but all of a sudden it shakes you from your lethargy. You lean on your coaching staff a little more.
And what happened, 4th ranked in the country, you think, hey, we're here and we can sort of just coast. And Jerry Green and his staff said, hey, fellas, it doesn't work that way.
Get rid of the scrapbook, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go to work. Go to war.
Slay with another rebound.
And doing this in effect without Yarbrough, Slay wisely calls the timeout. He's trapped in the backcourt. Has he made a mistake tonight other
Not
than
many.
Pulling the shirt over his brow?
That's about it. He's got 10 boards and 26 points. 9 of 15 shooting. He's had a fabulous night.
You see Vincent Yarbrough. I like his attitude on the bench, though. I mean, he has not hung the head and not been spirited.
Talk about time of year. This is a great time of year if you're an NFL football. Number 4 ranked Tennessee taking on 10th ranked Syracuse here in Syracuse, New York. And very productive night for the Volunteers. I'm Dave Sims with Bill Raftery. And don't forget, coming up right after our game, it's Indiana and Kentucky, the border war from Louisville, Kentucky.
Griffith there in the backcourt.
2:55 to go. Starting to hear a lot of car keys being jangled around here in the Carrier Dome.
I'm just looking at a lot of people bending down and putting something on. I think they're called galoshes. Were you in the galoshes era? Or,
oh, absolutely.
Getting ready with the Parkers. A stale Syracuse team, I think, with the time off, but I think Tennessee just taking their depth and the confidence level soaring, too.
Yes.
And going after them.
The Volunteers, that lead up to 76-63. They put on some mileage just this month. Long hoist by Williams. Higgins rebounds. Knocked away. He recovers. Williams knocks it away again. Nicely done. Griffin scores. Get it up to Grindstaff. They got a layup to Victor. Grindstaff had a block it. Went out of. Ooh, that went out of bounds on Victor.
It did go off Victor.
Yeah, Timmy didn't see it, and nor did John Crockett.
You know what part of that is, though? I bet they didn't want to call the foul, and they felt it was a foul. I mean, that's a terrible thing to say about the judgment of officials, but you know, these guys have been around.
2.5 to go.
Good eyes by you, Dave Sims.
Got the peepers on tonight. That helps.
Well, you picked that right up.
Well, double tick. Volunteers take a little bit of time off, and then they're going to go out to Hawaii. A Rainbow Classic. What a month. West Virginia, New Jersey, Central New York. Hawaii, they go up top with Victor. Misses. Keeps it alive. Keeps it alive. Got fouled. What a sequence.
I think it hit the pipe underneath.
It did.
If I'm not mistaken.
It absolutely did.
Well, the worldwide travels, and I know, Dave Sims, you've been all over. This team started the year down in Tennessee. Look at this teamwork, huh? Very attentive.
Okay.
Very cleansy, huh? Charles.
Another side of Mr. Hathaway.
He's more concerned about how you look. The camera might be on you.
Yeah, that was another thing the other night against Tennessee, where you had, I believe it was Yarbrough and Harris. They were jawing at each other in a moment during the blowout by Virginia, and that sort of typified the evening that Tennessee had. But it's turned around beautifully tonight for the Volunteers.
Yeah, nice. Nice little stroke. You never know. Don't rush it. Look at this. And they get the foul here. Brady going for the basketball. Tennessee caught between putting the fire out and using some semblance of order. And how about this? Down here in good old Tennessee and take it off. How about this? How many miles? We'll figure this out. Let it spin.
They go to West Virginia, then to Jersey.
West Virginia, up to Jersey, and then
Central New York, and then
Syracuse up top.
and then all the way out to the Pacific.
Look at that. Not Maui, though. A little Honolulu. Beautiful. The Bird Library, I'm told.
Right.
That
When was the last time any of us or any of our crew in the library? That's pretty impressive tonight. Look at that total mileage log, 11,000 miles, almost a full route around the world.
Well, Eric Posner went here, and that was his first trip to pick up that globe. And look at that.
If we could have a little